The highestpaid.online has partnered with The Real Dana to bring you this special sale. For the month of July, you will receive 30% off any of the options trading courses we provide. Use code DANA30 to access the sale. Go to highestpaid.online and get started today.
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hi everybody. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Happy Friday. So I did say every Wednesday and Friday I will do a live stream. Friday is a tricky day. Last week, Friday, I did it at 8. It was a decent crowd. And I said, you know what? Next week, Friday, which is this Friday, I want to do it early in the afternoon, 2:00 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to see what the crowd is. Maybe next week, Friday, I'll do one in the morning. I'm not a morning person, but I'll get up early, do it in the morning, and see how that is, right? So I'm here. It's not going to be a long show. This is Dana with the Data Podcast. But it's Friday, so I'm just going to get straight to it. It's going to be probably most likely less than an hour, which is fine. But I'm just trying to make myself be more consistent at this, right? But hi, everybody. Please share this stream, like this stream. And you guys that are on X, hi, please like and repost. If you would like to ask a question, please do so via Super Chat. And let's get into it. So what are we going to talk about? We got to talk about Obama, honey. He finally endorsed Kamala Harris. Yes, finally endorsed Kamala Harris. And then I want to talk about Candace Owens. So 2 things, Obama, Kamala, friends or frenemies, friends or foes. I'm saying frenemies, but friends or foes, right? And then I need to talk about Candace coon ass because I'm just tired of her. She don't speak for Black America. She don't have influence in Black America. But I'm going to drag her ass for disrespecting not only Sonia Macy, RIP, but her family and that whole situation, right? But I'll get to that in a minute. But first, hi, Anthony from Scotland. Yes, honey, and the Olympics started at 1:00. I have my TV on. I could have done an Olympics watch party, but this is more important. But I would like to say, guys, as you can see in the commercial, please go to the highestpaid.online. That is my sponsor for the month of July. And I'm going to ask Diamond Dave, maybe we should extend it, but you get 30% off this month. If you go to the highestpaid.online and you type in Dana 30, you get 30% off all of his training courses. And his training courses teaches you how to make money in the stock market, teaches you how to trade stocks and stocks index. You could do a part-time, you could do a casual, you could do a full-time, but you are learning a trade that will bring you money in for the rest of your life. And we all need extra money. And this is for all Americans. Always like to be specific. I want to encourage Black Americans more so than any because we do not participate in the stock market as much as other groups. But 70% of Black Americans make $37,000 or less a year. That is not good. Yeah, Diamond Dave. Yeah, I'm gonna call you today anyway because we got to do content. Yes. And you can go to Diamond Dave on YouTube. He has great content and he talks about finance. He talks about the economy, inflation. He talks about how to keep you out the damn poorhouse. And that's important. So you're talking about content with substance and he's very knowledgeable. So, which is why he's my sponsor. Go to the highestpaid.online. Actually, I'm buying this course for my son and you get 30% off. So do something good for you or a family member to make more money. And we all need to be making more money. So Obama endorsed his old side piece. I wouldn't put it past Kamala if she laid on her back with him. But it's rumors that Obama's a switch hitter, but he probably go both ways. You know, he's married with kids. I don't buy into that. Michelle Obama is a man. No, she's not. However, we know Kamala slept her way to the top. Yes. She is running for president of the United States. She is popping ever since Sunday. She's been popping this whole week. I don't, am I tired of talking about her? No, because she's not going to be popping for long. Oh, that bubble is going to burst, but she's soaking it all up now. And to top it off, former President Barack Obama finally endorsed Kamala Harris. People were saying, listen, he's hesitant because he thinks she can't beat Trump. I don't think she can either. However, it all could have been strategically planned out to go out this week on a high note. Because if you notice, no one's not talking about Trump. Even though when he go to his rallies, the shit is sold out beyond capacity. So he still have his pulse on the people. But Kamala, she is soaking up all the airtime on mainstream media, social media, everywhere. Oh, honey, she is the party. She's the house party. She's the cookout, right? The pandering queen. So he finally endorsed her. And I think it was planned for him to endorse her on Friday. So we could all talk about it over the weekend. And then something new is probably going to come up on Monday. But Miss Thing bubble is going to burst. However, let's go. Oh, this wasn't it. This wasn't it either. What am I doing here? What I'm doing. Which one did I put? No. Was it this one? Nope. Nope. Well, where is it? Was it this one? I didn't share the damn. Where is my shared screen? I'm going crazy. No. Oh, this is what I have to do. No, I don't know where I shared it at. Here we go. All right. So I woke up this morning and boom, 2 hours. I woke up like at 8. He posted this like at 6 a.m. Barack Obama. Earlier this week, Michelle and I called our friend at Kamala Harris. We told her we think she'll make a fantastic president of the United States. And as she has our full support at this critical moment for our country, we're going to do everything we can to make sure she wins in November. We hope you'll join us. No, I will not.
Kamala.
Oops.
Hey there.
Oh, hi, you're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Okay.
Kamala, I am.
Why is everything about having fun with her? We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. It's not fun. This is about our country, making it stronger, making it more prosperous. She always laughing. She always kikiing. Like, bitch, what is funny? What is funny? Oh, you want a perk 30? Everything is funny to her. The one time she looked serious was yesterday when they twisted her arm to get in front of a podium and make a statement that she does not condone, that she condones the protests that was going on in DC, the pro-Palestinians, anti-Israel protests when Netanyahu was in town, which I think he still is in town. And she spoke for under a minute and walked off, didn't take questions. That was the only time she had a serious face, and she looked and sounds so awkward. But this commercial here is awkward as hell. I don't believe it. I do not believe that you are friends. I do not believe that they think you could win. Obama is very charismatic. So is Michelle. When that DNC convention in August starts in Chicago, I think that it's going to be some bombshells dropping. I think her bubble is going to burst in the next couple of weeks because I know the Trump camp got something up their sleeve. You have to. They have to. Because ain't no way. She took up all the airtime on mainstream media. They weren't even slandering Trump. Right? But I don't believe in this endorsement. Now, according to the New York Post, Obama's instincts that Kamala isn't a winner are spot on. Well, we don't know exactly, but this is all speculation. And endorsements for Kamala Harris pile up from all corners of the Democratic Party, one omission is glaring. Former President Barack Obama. Claims out of Biden world have it that he's convinced Kamala can't win and is spitting mad that Joe jumped the gun on crowning her as his replacement. Bam. Had wanted several candidates to compete with a winner chosen at the convention. Yes, but the party, doubtless exhausted after weeks of tension over whether Biden would drop out, rushed to embrace Harris to end the drama. I think that was a Hail Mary. But honey, she's taking advantage of this. She really wants to be president. She always wanted to be president. I think she believes she could be president. See, she was campaigning to be president back in 2019. And she failed, but she knew she wasn't going to get the presidency nod. She was really campaigning to be vice president. She got vice president. But she really believes that she could be president. She believes it. And that is the difference when you are campaigning for something just to get in the door, just to get in the White House. No, she believes that she can sit her ass behind that desk in the Oval Office. And that is a problem because I do not want to imagine her having access to the nuclear codes. She's too goofy. She's goofy as hell. I'm not really talking about Black people today because the judge spoke about Black people yesterday on the Man Up show, which was a good show, by the way, guys. Go check it out. So Democrats figure Harris is relatively a fresh face, though her approval ratings are as low as Biden's. They're surely not as firmly locked in. Her approval ratings were lower than Biden. She was the worst rated vice president in our history. Well, all of a sudden, when she started running for president, she's neck and neck at the polls. And then some polls have her beating Trump by 5 points. How can she jump for having the lowest record of VP to a higher poll record than Trump? That's how you know they are lying. They're making stuff up. The same message machines that covered up Biden's decline can now turn shamelessly to cover up her flaws. Yes. Everyone knows she was the border czar because they were calling her the border czar all through this administration. And not once did she ever go to the border. But now you have news reporters saying she was never the border czar. She was never the border czar. That was made up. I don't know if I saved the clip. I don't have it for this show, but I'll do it for another show. To where it shows clearly the same news outlet, CNN, MSNBC, calling her the border czar 6 months ago. And now they're lying, saying she was never. So they're just trying to change the messaging. But the problem is you cannot run from your track record. She doesn't have one as VP. She doesn't have one in Congress. She has one as Attorney General in California, and it is horrible. It's horrible. So, not to mention Baltazar fiasco. And her media enablers are already burnt themselves trying to memory hole that. Harris' former staffers routinely complain that she doesn't do her homework, then blame her minions when she's caught out. Duh. We knew that 3-4 years ago. Doesn't bode well for live interviews, perhaps a repeat of her meltdown with Lester Holt, or for debating Donald Trump. She claims that she's ready to debate Donald Trump and he's scared and he's backing out. No. They're going to debate, and they're going to have 2 debates. And she is going to fall flat. Tulsi Gabbard demolished her back in 2019, 2020? Demolished her with 2 minutes, with a 2-minute soundbite. She never could come back from that. Never. That's why she turned to Black women to parade around society and the media to push for her to be VP. And you Black men too. So now we have Obama. See, part of being president in the Democrat Party, you have to have the blessings of the Obamas. Yes, they are the king and queen of the DNC. And now that she has it, why? They're not friends. I don't think he could stand her. He probably thinks she's an idiot. And she is. Is it because he planned to endorse her on Friday to end this week out with a big bang? And is it because that she is really Obama's puppet? A vote for Kamala is actually a vote for Obama. Where did I get this from? This clip, and I played this clip the other day with Dr. Umar, but he made a valid point. A vote for Kamala is actually a vote for Obama to control the White House and the administration. She is his puppet.
And when Negroes say, who do we vote for? The lesser of the 2 evils. Which one is the lesser of the 2? Which one is lesser? I can't tell which one is lesser. They're both bad. They're both bad. We know Kamala Harris don't like Black men because she made her whole career locking them up. She's married to a white man. And let me say this, Art. This could backfire on the Democratic Party. I'm going to tell you why. To white America, Kamala Harris to them is Barack Obama with a female's face. Even though Obama has not endorsed her, and I'm going to be honest with you, Art, that could be politically motivated. Barack Obama may publicly be saying he doesn't endorse VP Kamala Harris for president of the United States, so it doesn't appear to the American people that she will simply be Barack Obama's puppet on strings. In other words, that could be a chess move. I'm going to tell the American public I don't support her, so it doesn't look like I'm the one making all the decisions, when the truth of the matter is a Kamala Harris White House might be a Barack Obama White House wearing a skirt.
And I have to, again, kind of agree with him. That is a good theory. We don't know for sure, but it took him almost 7 days to come out and endorse it. All of the Congressional Black Caucus, just about everyone in the Democrat Party, all of the House Congress women and men and senators came out and endorsed Kamala Harris for their party. Barack Obama was really the last one that matters, because you need his blessing to hold out until today. That is an indicator that he never wanted her to replace Biden. They probably wanted to wait until the DNC, which would have been how you follow the rules and regulations, she could still be booted out during the convention because it's going to be an open convention. She has not picked the VP yet. But is it because he knows, bitch, if I support you, you work for me. I could get you close to the White House. But you're gonna have to do a whole lot of stuff. I'm the head nigga in charge, not you, bitch. That's what he said to her. Because he probably really wants Michelle Obama. None of them are going to win to be president. And again, I think this is just a distraction to distract us from not focusing on Congress. Because God forbid if the House and the Senate flips to complete Democrat control. It don't matter who's sitting in that Oval. If Donald Trump's sitting in that Oval Office as president, and Congress in both chambers, the House and the Senate, is Democrat control, he ain't gonna get nothing done. He ain't gonna get nothing done. And they're gonna try and change the Supreme Court rulings to pack the Supreme Court. That's a problem. And I think this is all a distraction with the collard green and the sorority talks and Obama, blah, 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 blah. It's a distraction to keep us to not even think about Congress because all 435 seats are up for re-election this November. Okay? So we need to start having a conversation about Congress. I got my notes. Let's get into Candace Owens. So I don't like her. I don't like Candace Owens. I don't know her. She don't know me. But I don't like what she represents. She represents nothing. Nothing of real substance. So we know earlier this week, I believe it was Monday or Sunday or this weekend, body camera footage came out of the murder of Sonia Massey. It was horrible. Horrible. I'm going to call him a race soldier, the cop, the piece of shit. What is his name? Do we even need to say his name? Grayson. Well, he's locked up without bail. And yes, when it goes to trial, he better have the book thrown at him because that was murder. But where does this bitch get off? Coddling, sympathizing, and thinks she has her pulse on Black America to tell Black America what they should and should not do. And the reason why I'm getting on Candace Owens' ass, because in this 3-minute clip here, she keeps referring to the murderer, Grayson, as a human being. No, he is not. Not once did she say Sonia Massey is a human being or was a human being. You gave sympathy to the murderer. And you're telling Black America, don't let Biden and Kamala, don't let this administration gaslight you, blah, 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 blah. Who in the hell do you think you are to tell us what to do or how to feel? We ain't thinking about Joe Biden. They're already protesting in Chicago. They didn't need permission from Kamala or Biden or anybody else. This is not about them. Nobody listens to you. You don't have influence. But I'm going to play this clip.
Of course, as I have said since the beginning of time, there are mistakes that police officers are human beings. There are mistakes that happen. And the idea that now you're going to use this situation and all the usual suspects are already involved. We know that Attorney Crump is already involved to then try to make Black Americans believe that this happened simply because she was Black is pointedly ridiculous. So I am saying to Black Americans today, do not take this bait. Yes, what happened in this situation, I think he's going to have a very hard time, this officer, saying that he absolutely felt so threatened by boiling water that the only solution was for him to mindfully say, I'm going to shoot you in the face. And that's what he did. I think that's going to be a very steep hill to climb. But the reaction from Black America cannot be exactly what they want. There is a reason that whoever is in control of Joe Biden's account instantly tweeted about this, okay? It's because they think we're stupid. They think we're emotional. I think that we always respond illogically and emotionally, and that it's an easy way for them to shore up votes by saying, oh, look, forget that we've destroyed everything around you and that we got you to burn down your neighborhoods, burn down your neighborhoods in 2020. And then obviously stole a bunch of money because none of that money actually went to making your neighborhoods better. And so now those communities are desolate. Forget all of that, because look, another video. And this means racism is back, and vote for us because we're going to show you how emotional we are. That's exactly what Joe Biden did. He tweeted this on the heels. He wrote, Sonia Massey, a beloved mother, friend, daughter, and young Black woman, should be alive today. Sonia's death at the hands of a police officer reminds us that all too often Black Americans face fears for their safety in ways many of the rest of us do not. Sonia's family deserves justice. I am heartbroken for her children and family as they face this unthinkable and senseless loss. Jill and I mourn with the rest of the country, and our prayers are with Sonia's families, loved ones, and community during this devastating time. Okay, again, going to say here, this happened in Springfield, Illinois, that the only reason whoever is in control of his account is putting that out there is because too many Black Americans are turning toward Trump. They think too many Black Americans are catching on to the Democrat scam. And so they scan every one of these situations and they leave out the hard facts. And the hard facts are that if you examine this just based on a percentage rate, white Americans unarmed are more likely to be shot and killed by police officers in mistakes, shot and killed by police officers in these correspondences than Black Americans. That is a fact. It is an inescapable fact. There's no way to examine the statistics and not come out with that understanding, okay? And they don't want you to know that. There's never been a time ever on his timeline where he has shared anything about a white person being killed unarmed by a police officer because it doesn't feed their narrative. So stand up to this, okay? And all you have to do is be mentally forthright. Do not fall for the scam. Do not run out of your house. Do not burn down your neighborhood in Springfield, Massachusetts. Instead, demand that Joe Biden make an appearance and let us know who has been in control of the White House all of this time, because that is what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be a red herring.
What in the hell is she talking about? So when she first said human error, this was not a human error. This was an intentional murder. That officer gave no Fs. That woman was not a threat. His partner that was there was laughing and joking with her. After he murdered her, he told his partner, no need to get the first aid. She's gone. When other cops showed up and he walks out and the cops are saying, well, where's the suspect? Oh, you're looking at him. Walked off to his car and said, I got to go to my next station, my next whatever. He gave no Fs. He's not a human being. This has nothing to do with human error. And when you have to listen to what people say and the words that they use. See, why are you making this about Joe Biden? Why are you even making this about some riots? Who said anything about rioting? This is about public policies. This is about people, specifically Black people, who are tired of being targeted, who are looked at as animals. When you have these police officers, they are not properly trained to deal with people in certain situations like mental health. This particular officer have been shielded by the department because he was shifted around to 6 different departments. He was dishonorably discharged from the military. He has a record. He was also pulled over 3 times for a DUI. He has a record of corruption, bad behavior, misconduct. And you're going to say people make a human error, human mistakes? We're all human beings. This is why you do not, and she never did, represent or speak for Black people. She don't know anything about Black. And then it comes out today because the family held a press conference with Ben Crump today because the autopsy came back. The gun, the bullet went through her eye and out her neck, and it was coming from a downward area. That means she was crouched down and he pointed it down at her. That's intentional. That's not an accident. That's not a human error. And then towards the end of this dumbass commentary she was having, she said, the statistics show that white people are shot and killed more by black people. That's because there is 10 times more white people in this nation. That's not the point. Because if you're telling me that unarmed, mentally health challenged white people are shot and killed in the same manner as Sonia Massey was, and there hasn't been no outcry, did they shot and kill an armed criminal? Did they shot and kill someone that was charging them and they were in the right to shoot to kill? So what the fuck does statistics have to do with this situation? This is the same person that created that Blexit bullshit, which was a failure. That was for black people to leave the Democrat plantation and come over to the Republican or the conservative side. It was a failure. All those little black faces you saw, they were most of them black immigrants. But besides all that, even them, they were bused or flown into these different conventions and organizations. They weren't true members because no one didn't give a damn. No one does not listen to Candace Owens. She has no influence in Black America. Never did. Now, when she got fired from what was it, the Daily News or someplace, when she got fired, she want to go on a black media tour to the Breakfast Club. They're thirsty for the attention. But even when she talks on black issues, her numbers are skewed. She doesn't know the history. She's not basing it on facts. She's not even basing it on culture. You have to live within the culture to even understand it, to talk about it. But besides all that, her remarks, Daily Wire, thank you, Daily Wire, thank you. Her remarks regarding that murderer, Grayson, because that's what he is, he's a murderer, was insensitive, was ignorant, stupid, unintelligent. You're not a real journalist. That's not real journalism. Why are you trying to humanize this person? That is the way he handled that situation. He was out of control. And you have this thing of, you know, your co-workers in blue, they protect each other. But the other officers, you could see their faces when they were saying, well, where's the suspect? And he's like, oh, it's me. Everyone was just quiet because they knew that their cameras were on. But they even have face expressions like, what the hell just happened? And I'm sorry, even his partner that was there laughing and joking with Sonia Massey, he should have stepped in and said, chill, something. So what I'm saying is, if black people want to riot, they could riot. Ooh. If they want to protest, they could protest. What's important right now is that the family gets justice. Not just a check, but they get justice. And I'm pretty sure that they will. The second thing that's important is public policies, specifically for Black Americans, especially when it comes to the criminal justice system and hate crimes, because that was a hate crime. The third thing that is important is some serious police reform. Now, you have the Kamalas, the Joe Bidens, and the Democrats that want to say, well, Trump wants, what do you call that? Immunity, full immunity for police officers. Well, I was told, because I didn't read the full context, when you read his agenda and you read what exactly he wants as far as immunity for the police officers, it has disclaimers in it. It's not saying you can do whatever you want and you won't get in trouble or whatever. So they are lying when it comes to Trump immunity for the police officers. And again, if you have not read his full text on his agenda with that, stop believing what other people are saying. But just real quickly to get back to Candace Owens, this is the problem that we need to watch out for with people. Not only we need to stop listening to people on the Democrat side and these liberals, right? When they want to pander to Black Americans, but you need to be careful about these Black conservatives, such as a Candace Owens. When they start bringing up statistics comparing white to Black, they're full of shit. They're trying to come up with an excuse for a murderer. Did she say once that this was tragic, that her family should seek justice, that he should be behind bars, locked up without bond? What she did was try to humanize to gain sympathy for a murderer, and that is a problem. Because it's not about that. If that was a white person, same situation, same scenario. If that was a white woman, what you think would have happened? But does that happen? Does it happen to white women? No. Show me, email me a case that a white woman was shot and killed by a police officer the same way Sonia Massey was, under the same circumstances. If that was a white person, you will already have public policy passed within 24 hours. So there is a difference the way police officers see and treat Black Americans compared to white Americans. There's a long history with that, and that has not changed. So I hope he gets a death penalty, and I am against the death penalty. But he should spend the rest of his life in prison, in general pop. He should receive no sympathy from anybody. I don't care what color or what background. He should not receive sympathy from anybody. And people, especially Black people, we need to stop listening to Candace Owens, because she is not based in fact. She is based in Black America, you don't have any problems and we're all the same. She wants to all lives matter everything when it comes to Black Americans. You don't do it for the Asians. Damn sure don't do it for the Jews. You don't even do it for the LGBTQ. You don't even do it for immigrants. But you want to all live Black Americans. All right. That's it. A little announcements before I get up out of here. I'm going to be interviewing someone today, and that's going to drop on Sunday. We're going to talk about the real Blacks for Trump, because Blacks for Trump is gaining a lot of support in New York City. Not that Blexit bullshit. No, we're talking about real Black people who are Republicans that are actually gaining and garnering support of Black Americans to switch from blue to red. So that interview is going to drop on Sunday. I want everyone to go to my website, therealdatanetwork.com, subscribe to the mailing list. Of course, my sponsor, the highest paid.online. Go to the website, purchase your training course on how to make money trading stocks. You get 30% off with the promo code Dana30. What's coming up on my whole platform? Newsletters, online store. So that is coming soon. Definitely go and support Judge Joe Brown. I put now his, of course, the barbecue sauce, jjbbbq.com, and you could buy his barbecue sauce on Amazon. And if you want to send him a cash app, listen, show your appreciation, right? You could do $ Ricky L. Stone. $ Ricky L. Stone. So yeah, so next week we may be on vacation. You're going to see me because what I'm going to try to do while we're taking a break from the Man Up, unless it's a breaking news, I may do this daily. I'm gonna push myself. It's a couple things I just want to try out. I want to expand the Dana with the Data brand more. So, like I said, newsletter coming out, creating an online store. And I want you guys to always go and support the judge. Thank you again, Diamond Dave. Tyrone, she does have more subs than you. Are you talking about Candace? I really don't. She got 2 million subs. So what? That don't mean what she says is right. That don't mean she knows what she's talking about. She's loud and wrong. Thank you, Miss Winnie. Reed CO 2015 to 2017, 180 blog. She referred to DJT as the mad hater of the Tea Party. The reason CO gained Kanye's attention, Candace Owens gained Kanye's attention is because her life goal was to be the female Kanye West. She never criticizes West. Okay. Read Candace Owens 2015 180. I'm not reading nothing of her blog, but thank you for the information. And I do believe that. You want to be the Kanye West, he is bipolar. He is very talented as a musician. He's prancing around his wife half naked in public. That's his business. But she could be all the West, the Kanyes that she wants. Just because these people have a large following, that doesn't mean that they're right. It doesn't. A lot of times, the people with the more knowledge are the people who don't have a large following, like my platform. I have 100K. That is great. But I don't have 2 million like Candace or those other people. There are some people that do have a large following. Like I like Tim Cass. And I love the fact that he has different people come on with their own different perspectives. But they're not ignorant and stupid enough to sit up here and try to coddle a murderer. As if she's trying to tell Black America, just calm down. No. Don't go out there and do nothing stupid, Black people. You have no power. You have no influence over Black people. So anyway, that's it, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be live tomorrow with Steve the Dean for Logic versus Emotions. And the Olympics started. I'm actually watching it now. The opening ceremonies. They're in the boats coming down the Seine River. Mm-hmm. And have a great day. Yeah, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And that's it. I'll see you Saturday night. Bye.